Good morning, Cambridge class. So, for the past few days, we've been practicing multiplication and we moved from the area model to the grid method to a long multiplication method. Today, we're going to practice that long multiplication by multiplying 3 digits by 2 digits this time. So, we were practicing using 2 digits by 2 digits. We're going to move on a step in our long multiplication. But we're just going to pick up where we left off yesterday first. So here's a little problem for us. It says Amir has multiplied 47 by 36. Alex says Amir is wrong because the answer should be 1692 and not 323. Who is correct? Is it Amir or is it Alex? Now, I would suggest that you have a go at this calculation for yourself to help you work out whether it's Alex or Amir who is correct. So pause the video and have a go, and then we'll have a look at it together in a minute. Okay, so I think we better write this calculation down so we can see it. So 47 multiplied by 36. Let's put some equal signs in to help us. And I'm just going to remind myself what it is that we're doing here. So here we're doing 47 times 6. Remember, we always start in this place. This is where we always start when we're multiplying. And so I will also need to do 47 multiplied by 30. Let's make that look like a 3, shall we? And that like a 0 by 30. And the reason why I was careful to make that look like a 0 is, again, it's something we've got to think about because that is also something that needs to go in here, remember. So let's try my calculation now. 7 times 6. 7 times 6 is 42. 4 times 6 is 24. Add the 4 is 28. So Amir was right there. So it could be right. Let's check. So now I'm multiplying by 30. So I've got to make my answer 10 times bigger. I'm going to put my 0 in there. 3 times 7 is 21. I think I can see his mistake. 3 times 4 is 12. Add the 2 is 14. You can see he's made his mistake here, hasn't he? He hasn't put his 0 in to make the number 10 times bigger. When I add it up, let's see whether Alex is right. She is. It was Alex who was correct. Okay, now, just like yesterday, we're going to practice multiplying by a multiple of 10. Remember, when we're multiplying by a multiple of 10, we can make our original answer 10 times bigger. So, on your piece of paper, in your pen, with your pencil and your piece of paper, have a go at this for me. If you haven't got some paper, go and get some now. Pause the video, have a go. Okay, so let's have a look. So 13 times 3 is 39, 13 times 30, 390. You can see the pattern. Each time we're going to make it 10 times bigger. Okay, so I'm multiplying a 3-digit number this time by a 2-digit number. So you can see the method stays the same, just that my number is bigger at the top now. And you can see that my number 132 is the number that I'm multiplying each time. So 132 times 4 is 528. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 4 is 4. Add that 1 is 5. That one's in the wrong place. It should be there, shouldn't it? And multiplying by 10 to put my 0 away. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 2 is, and so on. So my answer will be 8, 4, 8, 1. So 132 multiplied by 14 is 1,848. We've got a similar one here. Now, everything's been done for us. We just have to finish it off. So to finish it off, you're going to have to do something. Work out what it is you have to do. Copy this down on your paper and find the answer for me, please. And you might want to try this one as well. There's a few more missing digits on this one. Okay, let's go back to this one. I've got my 23 multiplied by 13, 231 multiplied by 13. I'm just doing an adding up job here. So 213 multiplied by 13 is 3003. Now I've got a lot of missing from here. I know that each time my 2-digit number goes first. So the number on the top always goes first. And then here I'm multiplying it by 4. And on this side, I'm multiplying it by 20. And the multiplication has been done for us. So now I just need to recombine. And so 512 multiplied by 24 is 12,288. Okay, so for each of the next ones, I've left you a little model up here, look, so that you can always come back and check that you're setting things out in the right way. You've got 2 sets of multiplication to do. You've got 264 times 14, and you've got 264 times 28. So use the long multiplication method to calculate the answer for each of these. And when you've got your answer, what do you notice about the 2 answers? Pause the video and have a go. Okay, I'm not going to write them all down for you in this one. I'm just going to reveal the answer. So 264 multiplied by 14 is 3,696. 264 multiplied by 28 is 7,392. And I don't know if you noticed something about the answers here. It's connected to this number and this number. What do you notice about those 2 numbers? That's right, 28 is double 14. I wonder whether 7,392 is double 3,696. Let's do a quick multiplication to help us. I'm going to double it. Now you might have been able to quickly do this in your head, and if you did, that's brilliant. But let's just prove it. 6 times 2 is 12. 9 times 2 is 18, and 1 more is 19. 6 times 2 is 12. And add 1 more is 13. 3 times 2 is 6, and add 1 more is 7. And here is my answer. So what we noticed was the answer was double to the second calculation. Okay, another one for you to have a go at. I'm not going to write down the method because I've given you an example up here like I did last time. I'll make it a little bit bigger for you to see. So can you use this method to calculate this number for me, please? When you've had a go, I'll show you the answer. Okay, so hopefully you got 15,288. You weren't sure if you made a mistake, go back and check each row. Did you get the hundreds in the right place first? So did you multiply 637 by 4 and then 637 by 20? And did you remember that all-important placeholder to make your answer 10 times bigger? Here are two more for you to have a go at. Remember, I've given you the model to help you. So pause the video and have a little go. Okay, so I hope you notice that here we've got 28 and here we've got 82. So the digits are reversed. Let's see what happens to our answers. Okay, did you get those? Now, we've got to spot a mistake here. It says, Brett is calculating 216 times 23. What mistake has Brett made? What is the correct answer? Now, for people who might need a little bit of extra help, let's just copy our model down here so we can see it. Here it is. So pause the video and have a go. Write down the calculation and compare it with Brett's. See if you can work out his mistake and can you work out what the correct answer should be. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, let's jot down the calculation here. So we've got 2,216 multiplied by 23. Let's put my equal signs in. And my first one, I am going to multiply 216 by 3. And for my second row, I'm going to multiply 216 by 20. So before I do anything else, I'm going to put my 0 in there to help me out. Okay, 6 times 3 is 18. 1 times 3 is 3 and 1 more is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. I can see what Brett has done. Can you see? He's multiplied the top row not by 3 but by 30. There's no 0 down here either, so let's see. 2 times 6 is 12. 1 times 2 is 2 and 1 more is 3. 2 times 2 is 4. Yes, there's something missing there, isn't there? So the correct answer should have been 4,968. Well done if you spotted that, really well done. Okay, so now we're just going to practice again. Here is some more practicing. Just take care because sometimes the 3-digit number's been put in a different place, but you can still use the same method. Try the first two, pause the video and try the first two, and then try the second two for me. So here's the first two, and here's the second two. Okay, I'm just going to reveal the answer for that one because that's fairly straightforward. This one is also really straightforward. We can just reveal the answer for this one because it starts with a 3-digit number first of all. And I can probably just reveal the answer for this one without it being any problem at all. This one, we might just need to write down to double check it. So I'm actually going to write 138 first, and then I'm going to do 24. Because this one is 183 times 4 and 183 times 20. So although the digits are the other way around, you can still record it in this way. And our answer was 4,392. Okay, last one, a little bit of a challenge. A playground is 128 yards, it's an old fashioned measurement, by 73 yards. Calculate the area of the playground. And we know to calculate, we need to multiply. Have a go. Okay, so hopefully you put the big number first and we multiplied it by the 2-digit number. And this one would have been 128 multiplied by 3. And this one is 128 multiplied by 70. So 3 times 8 is 24. 2 times 3 is 6, plus the 2 is 8. And 1 times 3 is 3. Placeholder. 8 times 7 is 56. 2 times 7 is 14. Add the 5 is 19. 1 times 7 is 7. Add the 1 is 8. So the area of the playground, type that in, a tiny bit smaller. Yards, and I'm going to write this in with my pencil. Square, remember it's always squared when we find the area. Really well done today, children. You've worked hard on that. I'm really impressed. We'll have another little practice tomorrow.